In the never-ending war between predators and prey, size and strength are often the keys for an animal to survive in the harsh laws of nature. The world is truly a jungle, with different kinds of strength existing, so it's almost impossible to choose a single animal that can be considered the strongest of all. So today we will take a look at some of the strongest animals in the world. But before we start, if you're new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so you'll always be updated with videos like this. That's it. Number 20, Crocodile. This reptile has one of the strongest jaws in the world. With the help of its incredibly strong jaws, it can kill almost any prey in an instant by exerting up to 5,000 pounds per square inch, or a psi of force. And for comparison, a human bite only reaches about 100 psi. The crocodile's extraordinary strength comes from its powerful jaw muscles. However, it has a unique weakness, and that is the weak force it has when opening its mouth. And that means it's possible to keep its jaws shut using just a strong rubber band if its mouth is closed. The saltwater crocodile has the strongest bite force among all animals, reaching almost 3,700 psi. According to Dr. Gregory Erickson, a professor at Florida State University who conducted a study on the bite force of different types of crocodiles. A 17-foot saltwater crocodile was recorded to have a bite force of 3,700 psi. He also examined other species and found that they have similar strength. A larger saltwater crocodile could possibly create an even stronger bite, especially since they can reach up to 23 feet in length and weigh over 2,000 pounds. Number 19, Eagle. In the lifting category, eagles are recognized as the strongest birds in the world. They have strong legs, large hooks and beaks, and sharp claws. Because of this, they can lift prey that weighs 4 times their own body weight. Eagles are known for hunting foxes, cats, and even wildcats, and they are also a symbol of power, freedom, and victory. Aside from their strength, their way of carrying things is also unique. They have more light-sensitive cells in their eyes compared to humans, so they can spot prey or danger from a very long distance. According to scientists themselves from OQUES, an environmental education nonprofit in Colorado, the grip of a bald eagle is 10 times stronger than the average grip of an adult human hand. A bald eagle can exert over 400 pounds per square inch of grip strength, and the highest recorded grip reaches almost 800 pounds per square inch. The great horned owl has about 500 pounds per square inch. The Philippine eagle exceeds 500 pounds per square inch. The harpy eagle ranges between 503 to 598 pounds per square inch. Meanwhile, the golden eagle has 400 to 791 pounds per square inch. The data shows that the grip strength of raptors varies depending on the species. Although not all of these numbers have been fully scientifically proven, they clearly show how strong an eagle's grip is. Number 8, Anaconda. There are 4 main types of anaconda: the green, yellow, dark spotted, and Bolivian. However, the green anaconda is recognized as the largest and heaviest snake on the entire planet. It can grow over 30 feet long and weigh up to 227 kilograms. The anaconda belongs to the family of non-venomous constrictors, which means they do not use venom to kill. Instead, they wrap their thick, heavy bodies around their prey and squeeze it until it can't breathe, then swallow it whole. When it comes to the anaconda, there is almost no limit to the size of their prey. Their skin and mouth can stretch and expand to wrap around large animals like wild boars, jaguars, and caimans. Because of the sheer weight of their bodies, they move quite slowly and awkwardly on land. But in the water, that's where they truly become shadows. They are quiet and almost unnoticeable, often lurking in the dark and muddy parts of rivers or swamps. And if you think that's where their terrifying nature ends, there's something even more unusual. The left and right sides of their jaw are separated in the middle and can move almost independently. This means they can lift and move their head over their prey, use their flexible jaws, and alternately use each side to push a large animal into their mouth. They also have more than 100 teeth pointing backward to push the prey down into their seemingly endless throat, and they usually swallow the head first and the feet last. Number 17, Grizzly Bear. When it comes to strength, The grizzly bear is one of the most massive and powerful animals in the world. They can be found in various places in Canada and the northwestern part of the United States. A grizzly bear can stand about 2.5 meters tall and weigh up to 350 kilograms. They have a large head, 6-inch claws, and a muscular hump on their back that gives them extra strength. Their bite has a force of up to 1,200 pounds per square inch, enough to crush even a bowling ball. In fact, the grizzly is considered one of the strongest animals in terms of physical strength. Their strength is estimated to equal that of 6 men. Even a young bear weighing 100 pounds could possibly be stronger than the strongest human athletes. Because of their massive muscles, they can lift about 500 kilos, which is 8 times their own body weight. A fully grown grizzly bear can lift a 300-kilogram rock using just one paw. Number 2. The hippopotamus, or more commonly known as the hippo, is a large, round, and water-loving animal native to Africa. The name hippopotamus comes from the Greek language, which means water horse or river horse. Although if you ask a horse, it might just get offended by the comparison. At first glance, they look calm, slow, and seem like they're just simply eating grass all day. But when provoked, they become one of the most dangerous animals in the animal kingdom. To understand how dangerous they are, you first need to appreciate their size. The average hippo weighs between 3,000 to 4,000 pounds, but there have been recorded individuals that are almost twice as heavy. They can open their mouths almost 180 degrees, and their bite has a force of up to 1,800 pounds per square inch. Their snorts, grunts, and breathing have been measured at up to 115 decibels according to the San Diego Zoo. That's like standing in front of a very loud speaker at a rock concert. Their signature sound, called a wheeze honk, can be heard from over half a mile away. They also use low-frequency or subsonic vocalizations to communicate, especially while in the water. In other words, don't underestimate this chubby-looking giant. They are dangerous when angry. Number 15, tiger. The tiger is the largest and strongest member of the cat family. They can be found in swamps, rainforests, and grasslands in Southeast Asia. The largest among them is the Siberian tiger. An adult can be 75 to 91 inches long and weigh up to 306 kilograms. They have powerful jaws and a total of 30 teeth. Their upper canines can reach up to 10 centimeters in length, perfect for tearing the flesh of their prey. The Bengal tiger, on the other hand, is a bit smaller, reaching about 10.5 feet in length and weighing around 570 pounds. Tigers are truly very adaptable. They can survive in different types of environments. They are strong land predators, skilled at climbing trees, and unlike most big cats, they are also excellent swimmers. There are reports of their extraordinary strength, with instances where a tiger was reported to have carried a full-grown horse for almost 500 meters. In another incident, a tiger was said to have lifted an adult deer up a 12-foot embankment. In the world of predators, the tiger is truly a symbol of raw strength, speed, and brutal power. Number 14, gorilla. The gorilla is the largest primate in the world. They can stand up to 1.75 meters tall and weigh up to 200 kilos, and compared to humans, their arms are much bigger and much stronger. They can lift up to 2 tons, which is almost 10 times their own weight. The arm span of an adult male gorilla reaches between 2.2 to 2.6 meters. They use what's called knuckle walking to balance the weight of their bodies while walking. Climbing trees and this way of walking make their arms even stronger. In fact, an adult male gorilla is estimated to be 15 to 20 times stronger than a human. You might imagine that they need to eat a lot of meat to maintain such size and strength. But surprisingly, gorillas are mainly herbivores. Although their diet varies depending on the subspecies, they usually eat leaves, fruits, and other plants. Because most leaves are low in nutrients, they need to eat a huge amount to meet their needs. Some eastern and western lowland gorillas occasionally eat ants and termites. And according to the Guinness World Record itself, the heaviest weight ever recorded lifted by a gorilla reached 1,800 pounds. There are also theories that say they can lift up to 10 times their own body weight. And for comparison, the average adult male human cannot lift that proportion of weight. So when it comes to raw strength, gorillas are truly exceptional. Number 13. African bush elephant. The African bush elephant is the largest living land animal in the world and the biggest of all land mammals. In Africa, there are two main species, the African bush elephant and the African forest elephant. And the bush species is larger and stronger compared to their relatives, including the Asian elephant. They can reach a height of 8 to 13 feet and weigh almost 7 tons. And when it comes to strength, they can lift up to 9 tons, a level of brute force that's rarely seen in nature. Their trunk is an extraordinary instrument of their strength and control. It is powered by more than 40,000 muscles and tendons, and it can lift up to 200 kilos. They are also known as savanna elephants, and in terms of height, they are second only to the giraffe. When it comes to food, their consumption is truly gigantic. Their daily job is to eat grass, fruits, roots, and various plants to support their enormous size. They use their trunks to remove leaves and branches, dig the ground for salt, and strike trees to get the nutritious parts. They also have wide and flat teeth that are specially designed to crush and break down tough plant matter. When it comes to size, strength, and raw power on land, there is really almost nothing that can match this giant. Number 12, leafcutter and... The leafcutter ant is one of the strongest small creatures in the world. Despite their size of only about 2.1 cm, they can lift objects 50 times their own body weight and walk long distances carrying their load. They are also called parasol ants because of their unique way of carrying pieces of leaves. What's unique about them is that they don't eat the leaves. They use them as fertilizer to grow fungus. Using their special chainsaw mandibles that can vibrate up to 1,000 times per second, they cut the leaves into smaller pieces that are easier to carry. The leafcutter is also known as a major pest in plantations because of their diligence and persistence. They can strip the leaves off a tree in just 24 hours. According to studies, over 77% of the leaves around the colony end up in their massive fungus farms. From these small creatures, we can learn about teamwork, coordination, perseverance, and dedication. Number 11, blue whale. The blue whale is the strongest creature on the planet not because of its ability to lift or kick, but because of its enormous size. To move its massive body in the water, it really needs an incredible amount of force. This is powered by two main groups of muscles near the tail: the spatial muscles for upward movement and the hypational muscles for downward movement. With a weight that can reach up to 200 tons, it's not just the strongest. The blue whale can generate 600 horsepower equivalent to the top gear of cars like the Aston Martin DB, 11 and Porsche 911 Turbo. In addition, they can swim fast at up to 23 miles per hour over long distances and can move at least 30 tons of water with every movement. With its size and strength, the blue whale is clearly a giant of the ocean. 10. Jaguar. The jaguar has the strongest jaws of all the big cats, and it can kill a crocodile with just one bite. With their jaws, they can easily break the hard shells of turtles and crush animal bones like small sticks. Jaguars usually kill their mammalian prey with a fatal bite straight to the skull, crushing the bones and causing blood to spurt from the brain. Although the jaguar has the strongest jaws and geomuscle strength, when it comes to lifting or dragging a carcass, the lion is often stronger. The strength of the jaguar comes from the arrangement of its geomuscles, which are slightly stronger than those of other big cats, and from its slightly shorter jaws, giving its bite more leverage. 9. African buffalo. This beast is one of the largest bovids and can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. When threatened, they are known to overturn large cars or attack people and animals using their powerful muscles, sharp horns, and terrifying aggression. Every year, more people are killed by the African buffalo than by almost any other animal. This group includes domesticated cattle, bison, water buffalo, African buffalo, and various types of antelope. They are used for milk, meat, and as draft animals in many countries, except in some parts of India and Nepal where they are considered sacred. Number 8, lion. The lion is considered one of the strongest animals in their territory. Other predators like the leopard, cheetah, and hyena are no match for them, and they can strike a hyena with their paw. The front limb of lions is 1.56 times stronger than a human arm, and the hind limb is 1.22 times stronger than a human leg. Although their bite force is only 650 pounds per square inch, which isn't much stronger than the strongest domestic dogs, their physical strength is exceptional. An adult male lion is as strong as 2 adult humans, which is why they lead the pride and protect the whole group against enemies. Number 7. Rhino beetle. The rhinoceros beetle is one of the strongest animals in the world based on the ratio of weight it can lift. It can lift something 850 times its own body weight, like a person lifting a 65-ton load. According to Roger Clemson, a psychologist at the University of California, Berkeley, the rhino beetle can lift 100 times its own weight in the lab, but it can barely move at 40 times its weight. They can walk for 10 minutes before getting tired, and at 30 times their weight, they can continue for 30 minutes without getting tired. Rhino beetles can grow up to 6 inches long. The male rhino beetle has 2 large horns, one on its head and one on its thorax, making it look like a mini rhino. Their achievement is equivalent to a 150-pound person walking a mile with a Cadillac on their head. Number 6. Zebra. Zebras may not be the strongest horse breed, but they have unique bodies and impressive strength and endurance. Surprisingly, the kick of a zebra is even stronger than the well-known force of a red kangaroo or a giraffe. When threatened, an adult zebra can kill a fully grown male African lion with a powerful kick. Although it's hard to measure exactly, it is believed that the force of a zebra's kick can reach nearly 3,000 pounds. They are common prey for lions and usually flee when threatened. However, in defense, they can bite and kick their enemies. Their social behavior depends on the species. The plains and mountain zebra live in stable herds consisting of one adult male or stallion, several adult females or mares, and their offspring or foals. Meanwhile, the Grevy's zebra is usually solitary or in loosely associated herds. They have strong upper and lower incisors for cutting grass, and large high-crowned teeth to digest grass that has a high silicate content, which can quickly wear down teeth. 5. Vegetables and grouper. The vegetable and grouper, formerly known as dewfish, is a giant fish that can reach 9 feet in length and weigh up to 800 pounds, which is almost the same weight as a female moose. The base of their soft dorsal and anal fins has thick skin and scales. They are known to eat almost any animal in the sea, and their size and strength are enough to hunt sharks, octopus, sea turtles, barracuda, and even divers. The grouper can produce a loud sound as a defense for its territory or to survive. Mountain due to the short dive time at depths of over 100 feet, there have been few recorded observations of their courtship, so researchers have limited knowledge about their reproductive habits. 7. Mountain goat. The mountain goat is one of the best rock climbers in the world. So even though they are weaker at ground level compared to other animals on the list, it's almost impossible to catch them in high and steep mountains, and technically, they are not true goats. They have long hair on their spine, rump, shoulders, and neck that can reach up to 8 inches, which helps protect them against the cold. Their hooves have a hard shell and spongy foot pads that prevent slipping. That's why they can easily stand on small cracks in rocks. They have strong bodies and sturdy shoulders for digging and searching for food beneath thick snow during winter. Their cloven hooves have a pitted bottom to grip snow, ice, and rocks, even on surfaces that seem impossible to climb. And they can jump up to 12 feet and survive at high altitudes and low temperatures. 3. Horned and dung beetle. A species of horned and dung beetle has been recognized as the strongest insect in the world. The male beetles of this small species can lift objects that are 1,141 times their body weight, which is equivalent to a person lifting 80 tons. Their extraordinary strength comes from their competition for mates. They use their horns to fight with other male beetles, which helps strengthen their bodies. And just like their name, most of their food comes directly from animal dung. The females are mainly the ones who wrap the dung in small tunnels where they lay their eggs. This is also where the males fight before mating. Not all males have horns, The hornless beetles have to wait outside the tunnels. Sometimes they hide in their own tunnel before quickly entering for mating while keeping an eye on the horned males. If you think about it, they might have the most courage and strategy on the planet. Number 2, ox. The ox, also known in other countries as bullock, is one of the largest and strongest breeds of cattle. In fact, the ox is a specially trained dairy or whip steer. Their body length ranges from 2 to 2.3 meters, and they can weigh up to 640 kilograms. They can carry loads of up to 800 kilograms, and aside from their strength, they are also recognized as symbols of endurance, resilience, and determination. And like horses, oxen are used for plowing, pulling carts or wagons, and other farm tasks. The saying, "as strong as an ox," shows how important the ox is to a person, especially if he lacks his own strength or wealth. An ox can pull a plow or other farm equipment, and at the same time provide milk and manure as fertilizer. And that is truly remarkable. Number 1, hyena. You might think that the hyena only eats leftovers, but most of the time they hunt for food themselves. They have extraordinary jaw strength and can crush and digest even the hardest bones. The spotted hyena has a large skull, disproportionately strong limbs, and a sturdy body that give it the ability to hunt and share food. Overall, the strength of each type on this list depends on their special resilience, power, agility, or ability to adapt to their environment. Now, if you have seen some of them in real life, share your experience with us in the comments section. And if you liked our video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see each other again in our next video.